Hey, Sean, thanks for being with us here today.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. I know we got a crazy transition for you. You had to play, multiple instruments, sing at the same time, and now we have to pull you down from stage to chat.
Yeah, well, no problem. I made it. I didn't trip.
That's all that matters. So tell us a little bit about this summer and how instrumental it was to connect you back to your past, the city, and also music.
Okay, well, earlier on this summer, I found out some information about myself. I was adopted, so I actually found out who my mother was, and I was given the story of how I came to be and where I was conceived, all that fun stuff. And it just so happens that I'm from Yorkville. I'm from Yorkville, and 50 years ago in Yorkville. So when Yorkville was a rock and roll town, that's when I was born. And this summer I decided to just head down and go take a look at Yorkville, see what it is. I'd been down there as a younger man, but now I see it through different eyes. And I just went down there, started hanging out on Schollard Street, the next street north, and just played my guitar and made new friends and started writing music and started heading down to Queen West again. I used to hang out down in Queen West when I was a kid, and all this just started rolling out of me.
So you have actually just been playing as a hobby, maybe with friends, backyard, basements. You haven't really played outside, out in the daylight, in public. How did that feel the first time out in Yorkville, where you were born, essentially?
Well, after I went to one of the pubs and I walked over to Schollard, I was kind of quite nervous. And once I started playing on the streets, after a few times, it calmed down, but it was kind of surreal. It was really quite interesting. And it's kind of a hard feeling to put a label on, but I was pretty nervous at first, and now I think it's really great. It's awesome. I can't believe it.
It feels really natural to you. And I believe a part of it probably comes from the fact that, both your biological parents were artists and musicians. Did you always kind of had this draw towards music as you were growing up?
Yeah, some of my earliest memories, I used to always ask for a guitar. I remember being like 5 years old and asking for a guitar. And one birthday I got a drum kit. I smashed that to bits within minutes. But when I was 13, I finally did get a guitar, and it just really came naturally to me, playing chords, learning how to play guitar, teach myself all that stuff. And by the time I was 15 or 16, I bought a C-scale harmonica and just started playing the River album by Bruce Springsteen and playing Beatles songs. And I didn't question it, I just went along with it back at the time. Music's just something that I've done as a hobby off and on over the years, and I put it down for years at a time, and then I'll pick it up, and every time I pick it up I learn something new about myself and what I can actually do. So this summer by far is the most amazing time that I've had playing an instrument. It's on the radio.
Yes, you are, and it feels like a fateful trip down Toronto that this kind of all happened. Tell us how you discovered the open mic sessions here at Steve's.
Oh, well, I think I was just mentioning a little earlier, I used to hang out around here when I was a kid, and it had nothing to do with me playing music, but going to watch music and getting into all sorts of trouble with my friend Kat and some other friends. But it was always on my bucket list to actually come down and play on one of the benches out here by the shoe. And I used to always come into Steve's music, buy a pick or some strings or something silly. But the last day of summer, it was nice and warm out, and I ditched an afternoon on work. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I came down here to just play on one of the benches right across the road. And I did that, and when I was packing up, I heard Jessica and the band out here playing. I didn't know it was actually coming from upstairs here. I thought it was a cafe or something, and I needed some refreshments. And I came over to Steve's, and there's some music upstairs, and they said, yeah, go upstairs. So I went upstairs, and it was an open mic. And so after I recovered for an hour from playing out in the heat. I played a few songs and it went great. It was tons of fun. And that's it.
You were the essence of what Jessica and Brad wanted the space to be, you know? You didn't even know it existed, but you happened to stumble upon it. That's really great. When was it that you discovered that your parents were actually musicians?
Well, they're entertainers. I wouldn't necessarily say musicians. The whole story isn't fully complete yet, but I just found that out, oh boy, I guess last winter.
How did it feel? Did it kind of click for you that it made sense that you were drawn to music and performing?
Absolutely, yeah. No, I think I know where it comes from now, and it's really good. It's really settling on me as a person, and it's just incredible. So I'm just playing it out, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. And you moved around a lot within Ontario and also Canada. How has music changed as you moved along to different places?
That's a good question. Well, you need to, when I was young, of course, I needed to get a job, and also wanted to go to school, right?
Those good old responsibilities.
Yeah. So when that kicked in, music, playing my guitar and stuff was kind of put to the side, obviously, and went to school, started my first jobs. I always had the guitar close, and I would plink around on it and stuff, but then I started traveling. I went to places like Cali Lake and Ottawa and Sault Ste. Marie and Sudbury and all those areas, and I wasn't really ever serious at playing guitar, but it was always there. When I went to Laurentian University, played a lot of guitar there, and it went from sort of punk music to playing rock and roll, and now it's just whatever's coming out. I guess it's kind of folk music, just more back to the roots of the stuff that inspired me to play in the first place, like Dylan, Tom Petty, Beatles, that sort of thing.
And it's been helping you express yourself, and also as you discover different parts of the country, as you're working, just helping you move through life as well.
Yeah, and it's true. I guess it's not really cliche, but music can really help you get through a lot of things. So in good times and bad times, play your music, play your guitar. If you don't play an instrument, turn on the radio, listen to music you like. It really makes you happy. It really helps you out.
Yeah, switches the mindset, puts you in a new mood.
Absolutely.
And now you get to do something exciting, record a whole record.
Yeah, that's I don't even know where to begin with that. It's just totally out of the blue, totally random. So we'll see what happens.
That sounds great, and I'm sure listeners will keep a track of what's happening, and hopefully you will release that music and put it out there, because I know it's tough for you to have a social presence, but we're excited to have you here. For those who do want to listen to more of Sean O'Meara, you could check out his YouTube clips that Jessica has nicely put on YouTube, so you can get a taste of his music.